Hey gorgeous, it's Ker-leen. Thank you so much for tuning back into my channel. In today's video, we will be ranking some of my Khadlaj fragrances. This video will be part 1, so stay tuned for the subsequent parts. In today's video, we'll start out with 3. So if you've been curious about this fragrance house and you want to hear my thoughts on their fragrances in terms of scent as well as performance, then please keep watching. Hey friend! Thank you so much for being here for yet another video. If you're new here on this channel, I talk luxury, I do review videos, I share my fragrance journey, I sprinkle in a little bit of lifestyle here and there, and I also share encouragement in every single video. So if this is your first time here, first of all, thank you so much for clicking on the thumbnail. I am so grateful that you're here. On this channel, I talk luxury, I do review videos, I share my fragrance journey, I sprinkle in bits of lifestyle here and there, and in every single video, I share some encouragement. So if any of those things pique your interest, and I would love to have you join the family, so go ahead and hit that subscribe button, and also be sure to turn on that notification bell so you know exactly when my videos drop. All right, let's get into it. So the first fragrance we're going to be rating today is Cloud Candy. Cloud Candy is a crowd favorite. It's very well loved and I enjoy it as well. So let's quickly get into the fragrance notes and then I'll share my thoughts and my rating. Cloud Candy has a mix of sugar, whipped cream, marshmallow, strawberry, raspberry, vanilla, musk, freesia, tangerine, coconut, and even ambroxan. So this fragrance in terms of performance has not changed a lot for me. I think this fragrance is definitely a more moderate projector and it will definitely give me 6 to 8 hours of wear. This one is inspired by Kayali's Yum Bougie Marshmallow perfume, and I think in terms of the scent profile, this is one of the best inspirations that I have smelled. They definitely did an amazing job of duping that fragrance. However, I find that both fragrances perform moderately. They don't project very far. They're more of like a scent bubble type of fragrance, and they both definitely will need to be topped up at like the 10-hour mark. So those are my thoughts in terms of performance. Now, in terms of scent, this is the fluffiest, sweetest, most berry-like fragrance ever. It is so good. It's like a cloud of those sweet and fruity notes mixed with those plush creamy notes such as the marshmallow and the whipped cream. It is a dream. It is absolutely fantastic. It's edible smelling but not overwhelming or cloying, which I love. And this is a fragrance that can be worn year-round because of how musky and light it feels. So you get all of those gorgeous edible notes, but it's done in a very subdued way to where you can wear this fragrance in a multitude of different settings for a variety of different occasions, and it will work. It is just so versatile. So because of how versatile this fragrance is and because of how yummy it smells, even though the projection is not crazy and it's not super duper long lasting, I would give this fragrance a solid 8 out of 10. I think it's a very, very well done perfume. Now I have another fragrance that's duping the original. It's a beautiful inspiration. It's called Marshmallow Blush by Paris Corner. That's the one that I have been wearing tons, and that's why this one doesn't have much of a dent. However, it's definitely one I will go to next when I'm finished with my marshmallow blush. It's beautiful. This one is called Cloud Candy. This next one is called Peach Velvet. So Peach Velvet is supposed to be inspired by a niche fragrance that people love, and that is the fragrance called Peach's Revenge by the brand Sarah Baker. This fragrance has peach, guava, and nectarine at the top. You have vanilla, ginger, cinnamon, and amber at the mid, and caramel, musk, and sandalwood at the base. This perfume, y'all, and this scent profile is an acquired taste. It's definitely not something that I think any and everyone will enjoy. You have to kind of like to try new things. You have to be into really quirky niche fragrances to actually enjoy this perfume. And I think a lot of the reviews and ratings that we got on the inspired versions, such as this one or even the one from Paris Corner, were maybe from people who were unfamiliar with the scent profile as a whole. So I think as a starting point, we have to kind of start with that scent profile. It's a very interesting one. It's like a warm and spicy, tropical, fruity fragrance. It's very, very interesting because it's heavy on the spicy. So because of those notes, it has like this warm, like spiked cider type of feel, but instead of like an apple, it has the peach and then that exotic guava and that really, really sweet nectarine. So the fruits in here are juicy and sweet, and they're overripe type of fruits. So not like freshly ripe, but really overripe type of fruits. And then you have those spicy notes like the ginger and that cinnamon. And I think what I didn't like about the Paris Corner version is they leaned really heavily into that ginger and that cinnamon. And in my opinion, those notes took over the fragrance. I could no longer enjoy the other aspects, but this one is definitely much more fruity. This one has a fresher feel as well, and it's just overall more pleasing to the nose. However, I will reiterate that this is an acquired taste. The scent profile is definitely not for everyone. Yes, this one definitely feels fresher. It feels sweet and juicy. I definitely pick up on the gorgeous fruity notes at the top, and the fruity notes are sugared. It's almost like you have those fruits and you've cut them up, put them into a bowl, and then you sprinkled some white refined sugar on top. That's what I'm getting when this opens up. And then you have the mid notes, which in my opinion in this fragrance kind of support those fruity notes. So it's not just fruits. There's some depth there and some interest. And so for me, I definitely pick up on that cinnamon, but it is a sprinkle of cinnamon. And then some of those other rich notes and those dense notes start to come through. So the amber, the caramel, the sandalwood start to come in, and this becomes very creamy and rich, but smooth at the same time. And what I love about this fragrance is it doesn't lose the top notes as it develops. I still pick up on the sugared fruits that are at the top and that exotic feeling guava. So this one is very nice in my book. I love this fragrance. I think it's a situational type of scent. It's not something that is very versatile. I don't think you can wear this in a variety of different occasions. It's very situational. So when the time is right, when the mood is right, I definitely pull this out and enjoy it every single time. This one projects at more than an arm's length, so beautiful projection. This one definitely gives me 6+ hours of wear, and honestly, that's a really modest estimate in terms of longevity. And so all things considered, being that this one is a very situational type of scent, it's not very versatile or flexible, and it's definitely an acquired taste, I would give this one a solid 7 out of 10. This one is Peach Velvet. Last but certainly not least, we have Nafas Mreb. So this fragrance is such a unique fragrance to me. It's a scent profile that I had not yet experienced, but I'm so glad I was able to experience it. This one, y'all, is beautiful. It's so good. I happen to think this one is perfect for the summertime. I think it's best suited in the summer, but it can still be enjoyed year-round. So this fragrance has a citrusy feel. It has a beautiful ozonic feel. It feels fresh. It also has a gorgeous aldehydic feel. It's fruity. It's like a tropical fruity. So we have tons of fruits. Fruits at the top, fruits at the mid, a galbanum at the mid, and then at the base we have aldehydes, ozonic notes, and musk. The bottle alone gets a 10 out of 10 for me, y'all. Look at how gorgeous this bottle is. If you have been looking for a true unisex scent, this is it right here. This can be enjoyed by the entire household. That is how straight up and down unisex this fragrance is. It is also very versatile. I think this one can be enjoyed in a variety of different settings. So anything from the morning all the way into the evening, especially in the summertime. I think this one shines in hot weather because of that musky and airy and aldehydic base. As you see, they loaded all of those notes at the base on the dry down of this fragrance. And what I have noticed over the course of my perfume journey is that when they put aldehydes and ozonic notes in a fragrance, those fragrances tend to last an extremely long time. This one is one of those fragrances that not only is a sneaky beast mode type of scent, meaning you will think you don't smell it, but everyone around you will smell it before you even enter a room. But this is also extremely long lasting. It's like an eternal type of scent, one that stays on your clothes long after you've laundered them. So stellar performance on this one, and the scent is so unique. Fresh, Juicy, sweet, but not overly sweet. Very water infused fruits at the top. And then it has this earthy component, which I'm guessing is the galbanum. It has like a little bit of an earthiness that grounds the fruits and keeps this fragrance smelling extremely elevated. So this is another one, y'all, that's giving luxury. It smells so expensive. And this one is supposed to be inspired by a Neon No. 4 by Thomas Kazmala. I've yet to smell the original, but this is so unique. It's incredibly unique. I think what makes this unique is how they have those tropical fruits, but they're like suspended in air because of those aldehydes. This also feels very fresh and has this breezy quality to it, like something you would smell beachside, but then it also has an earthy component. And although there's a little bit of sweetness peeking through, it's not like a sweet fragrance. It's not overly sweet. So very unique creation. Love this one. And I would highly recommend it to any and everyone. And this is one of those fragrances, y'all, that I would give a 10 out of 10. I can't find anything wrong with this one. I think if you don't enjoy this one, it's probably more of a preference thing, but I think everything from the bottle design to the juice inside to the performance is absolute perfection. So I'm gonna give this one a 10 out of 10, y'all. I cannot wait to start enjoying this one. This is going to be a summer staple for me. And this is something that I definitely wanna smell on hubby as well, because like I said, it's perfectly unisex. This one is called Nafas Mreb. Okay friends, so we have come to the end of the video and I just wanna say thank you for still being here. Don't forget to hit that like button on your way out because that helps my channel continue to grow. If you enjoy these kinds of videos and you're not subscribed, go ahead and hit that subscribe button and turn on your notifications so you never miss another video. Before you head out today, I wanted to remind you that it's okay if you are not everyone's cup of tea. We are so uniquely made. Whoever God has for you and whoever is supposed to be in your life will accept you and love you just the way that you are. And so I want to remind you today that instead of trying to fit into someone else's mold or box, tap into who God says you are and what God says about you. And the closer you get to God, the closer you get to understanding how you were created, why you were created, what you were created to do, the more confidence you're going to build in exactly who you are and in your unique makeup. And so it's okay if you're not everyone's cup of tea, because a lot of times we are being protected and shielded from certain situations or environments that will not allow us to thrive and become our best selves. And so I just want you to be easy on yourself today. If you've been giving yourself a hard time about not fitting in and not meeting a certain narrative or fitting a certain role, that's actually a good thing because it means that you're on the right track to discovering who you were created to be. So stay encouraged. As always, I will be over here reflecting on the exact same thing. Thank you so much for watching this video. I will see you in the next one very soon. Bye.